What's going on, everyone? In this video, we're going to be doing the weekly recap of the stocked up trading floor. Looking at the market for this week, the S&P 500 is still right around its all-time high, and the bullish euphoria continues on, not only with the S&P 500, but also with gold, silver, Bitcoin, and a whole bunch of other areas of the market. So with that being said, let's get right into this week's recap. Starting off with some of the day trade style setups. There were no new hybrids, but there were a handful of surge plays throughout the week as we had some new updates release. On the first day, we had a lot of positive action with TSM, especially as those call options popped up by over 150%. But as we could see, there were a lot of other setups that each moved in their own way. Some of the strongest ones were Roblox, UPST, FUTU, CELH, among others. So that was really nice to see. And then on Friday, there was also a lot of strength with certain stocks as well, like OKLO, MSTR, Coinbase, and others. Either way, this brought upon some pretty good movement and some pretty exciting price action. But even with that being said, it wasn't truly that crazy. The market was actually pretty calm on Thursday and Friday, so while it was nice to see some big moving setups from SurgeBot, that really was not really much, given that the market didn't even really move that much on those days. So that's pretty exciting for this week. As the election continues to get closer, the market will continue to move in a more momentum-filled way. And as the market heats up in general, whether it's the S&P 500 or even like the precious metals area of the market or cryptos or nuclear stocks or whatever else, the more action and volatility that there is, the better and the more explosive that intraday trades will move by. Shifting over into the theta trade section, it was a pretty great week as most of the short puts expired worthless, which is exactly what we want. There was a lot of great RORs across the board for all of these setups listed, and the one put option that was assigned was a Fiverr 24 strike put option. As we look at Fiverr, the 24 strike puts are not that far out of the money right now, and the stock is at a pretty solid level for the long term for those who decided to sell this put option. Either way, should make for a good setup as time goes by. These shares can now be held or they can be turned into covered call options. Either way, it makes for a good scenario going forward, which is awesome to see. As you guys know, in every single one of these videos for years now, I always emphasize the importance of selling put options if you don't already do that. Selling put options does a lot for you. Not only does it give you a slight embedded edge as options are theoretically more expensive than they should be, so by selling them, you have a nice advantage there, but it also puts you in a win-win position where if you sell puts on a stock that you'd be otherwise happy to own, essentially you're just getting paid to buy a stock that you'd otherwise be happy owning, which makes for a nice position to be in, especially if you do this strategy over the long term and you continuously cash flow off of those short put options. Either way, it's a great strategy to deploy, and if you don't already do it, I very strongly recommend looking into it. If you have questions about it, feel free to reach out to Tom Hunter or myself, and we can definitely help you out. But either way, we're set for an exciting next couple of weeks, and honestly, the exciting rest of the year in the market. There's a lot going on, and this craziness isn't going to slow down anytime soon. So thank you all so much for watching, and have a great rest of your weekend.